Another season of Hockey Stars in Cars is back. Welcome to it. Picking up our man Nazem Kadri, Stanley Cup champ, and now an author. We're gonna actually make a couple of visits to season ticket members today. Make sure they're ready to go for a brand new season inside the Dome. There he is.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Hey,
Thanks for the lift, man.
Yeah, good to see you.
Going for a little cruise.
Good to go for a cruise. What do you think?
Ready to go meet some people.
How was the summer though? You get away?
It was good, man. It was good. It was spent some time traveling.
Did you?
Back home, lots of golf.
Your daughter, she must be at a great age though for like summer wise when you're like, you know,
even now, like
things.
Yeah, even now, like coming to games and she gets all fired up to. Mostly to see Harvey, but that's
Harvey won.
She doesn't even care to watch me play. She just wants to see Harvey and his tongue.
Yeah, because she's how old?
She's five. First year of kindergarten.
Oh yeah.
So
nice. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah.
So what? You had the first day of school photo thing going.
First day of school. Yeah, took her to school. It was nice. I mean, she's got pretty much the same class as last couple of years. So same teachers. So she's familiar.
She had the thing on the board of what she wants to be when she grows up.
What she got on it? Yeah, she wants to be a tennis player.
Tennis player?
Yeah.
Nice.
She's got a pretty dialed in swing too.
No way.
She's looking pretty sharp. I'm not gonna lie. We spent some time usually like in Florida.
Yeah.
After the season.
Okay. Yeah.
So it just started off really casual when she was like 2.
Okay.
You know, because I'd go play a little bit of tennis and pickleball, and one day she just came with me and lobbed her a few balls, and she was just crushing them over the net.
No way.
I was like,
Like, oh.
Started throwing her some more, and got her some lessons. Now she's killing it. She's getting into baking now.
Oh yeah.
Like cooking.
That's great.
She's got her own little cookbook, and
nice.
You know, she's become quite the foodie. She's fun to be around. You know, I don't know what I'd do without her. She makes things entertaining.
I mean, obviously you got a book coming out. I was going to ask you a little bit about that, which is really cool, Dreamer. And but you know, early hockey memories. Like I always love to know like when a guy had that light bulb moment, like when you're playing hockey and you thought like, man, I love this thing. Like, do you remember that? Do you remember what hooked you on it?
Yeah, I do. I mean, it was pretty relatively early. You know, I'd be sleeping with my jerseys and my hockey stick, and if I got a new stick, I mean, it was something that I was, just always enjoyed to do. My eligible draft year to the OHL.
To the OHL, okay, right.
Was when I really, kind of made some noise and put myself on the radar.
Felt like it was.
Then was drafted first round of the OHL, and didn't look back from there.
No, sure didn't. Some pretty good memories along the way, hey?
Definitely. I mean, that's the game's been good to me, and it's always something I'm gonna have gratitude for. So it's it's about putting you get out what you put in.
Obviously, the title is kind of fitting, right, of the book. But how does that come about? How do you start that process?
So it's funny. I mean, there was we early stages. Like once I first had the idea of doing this, it was like book title and book cover were kind of two important pieces that we kind of wanted to nail, and we wanted to keep it simple but kind of engaging. And the Dream was a nickname of mine.
Oh yeah? When did that start?
Well, actually, people often when I first got drafted didn't understand how to pronounce my first name.
Right.
And it's Nazem.
Yeah.
Right? But a lot of people would double the E up and pronounce it Nazem.
Nazem, okay.
So then it was a kind of a twist off on that, like Nazem the Dream.
Yeah.
And that's how the nickname kind of first started. In Toronto, obviously, everything kind of magnifies, and
sure.
That nickname quickly picked up some steam, and next thing you know, everyone was calling me the Dream. And I didn't hate it actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not bad. You could have a lot of words.
And I think it's kind of play on words a little bit. It just kind of explains the story and how you kind of get to the point where I'm at, and the triumph and adversity you face, and this dream that you have of playing in the NHL, and that's kind of how it started.
Full circle. Love that. It's a good background.
Yeah. The coolest part about it is the audiobook, which I narrate myself.
Did you do it? No way.
Which I narrate myself, and I was just locked in this little studio,
Little voice booth.
you know, and just recording my book and having to read every single line over and over again. Man, it was time consuming and
Enunciate and all that stuff.
Yeah. Which you don't even realize. Like, when you're reading, subconsciously you just like skip words or like, you know, make up a phrase or just kind of...
You're skimming almost like in your
own way.
own
But
way.
you just like understand the concept of what's going on, but you don't read it exactly how it's written.
Yeah. And you can't do that when
you can't do that at all. When you're doing your audiobook, it's like every single letter of every single word has to be perfect.
And like and you're covering off some, you know, pretty serious topics in there too, right? Just in terms of your coming up through hockey and obviously being the first Muslim to win a Stanley Cup and you know, that's an important part of your story and obviously something that you wanted to make sure had a focal point in this book too,
Absolutely,
right?
I mean, that anytime you can become the first person in history to accomplish something, you know, I think that's obviously I'm very thankful for that, and that's a big part of the book.
Well, and I know that, like, I'm sure there's elements of that that's not easy either in there for you to talk about, but it's also like to be that inspiration too. It's probably important to share the truth of it too, right? Or the actual meat and potatoes of it, right?
Absolutely. I mean, some of it was, you know, hard to, you know, because it gets pretty emotional and you know, just kind of understanding what I dealt with and what I had to deal with, and just kind of how to persevere from that and kind of come out on top, I think was a big focal point on how the book was written. So you know, you have to kind of turn over some rocks and, you know, dive into some things that maybe brought up some bad memories, but in the end it all you know, it all worked out great, which is kind of what the book's about. You know, you fight some adversity and you come out triumphant. So that's kind of how it went.
It's what shaped your story. It's what shaped who you are, and
exactly,
for sure. There we go.
Shall we?
Let's do it.
It's got the Halloween decorations out already.
Hey.
Hi guys. Marv? How you doing? Are you Marv? Yeah, I'm Nazem. Nice to meet you. Pleasure. I'm Yvonne. Love the jerseys. Yeah, wonderful. I brought you guys a couple jerseys.
Yeah, those are great, but
you know, these are a little older.
These are a little older. We want
these are a little newer. We just wanted to come by and thank you guys for the continued support.
Yeah, you've been season ticket members for a while?
If you come in, I would show you a few things.
Oh yeah?
My
if
ticket
you
stubs.
have a minute, but
my ticket stubs from 1980.
Oh yeah, no way, the very first season.
Yeah.
When they came
against
from
Quebec.
Atlanta.
First game. Could you bring it out? Do you mind if you brought it out to us?
Yes.
I wouldn't even mind seeing that.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Mind if I have a look at this?
Yes. Go ahead.
It's the original team, man.
Is this the very first year then?
Yeah, that's at the Corral.
Yeah, have a look at that.
Yeah.
That's vintage. So that's from the very first ticket stub?
Yeah, the first.
So this is the first.
Playing the Nordiques?
Yeah, playing the Nordiques.
Yeah.
Well, I know what I'm wearing on
Friday.
We're Nazem in the middle.
Yeah, you're getting the middle there.
I got one hockey putting on the line.
Good man, air that out. Make sure you air it out.
Yeah, he's not allowed that in the house.
There we go.
We do.
Look at that,
I'm
Parks.
taking the picture.
He's a celebrity.
Yeah.
All right,
Can't
guys.
wait.
Take care. Have a
Thank
great
you,
night.
guys.
See you guys. Have a nice
All
day.
right. Bye, guys.
He told me he didn't miss a home game since the team came to town.
Everyone's talking about this young group that the Flames have, and we're like looking at it, and Husk made the point the other day. It's like, yeah, there's some young guys for sure, but this isn't like an entirely young group. Like, you guys have a core of guys who've been through it, who've done it. Like, what gives you the most confidence that you're gonna surprise some people this year that from the outside looking in?
The leadership's important for sure, just to kind of point everybody in the right direction and make sure there's a certain standard. I think that's obviously being on a winning team. That's one of the most important things you can have. You know, we can't do it ourselves. We need everybody to buy in, and that's kind of how it's been so far. Really, all the young guys have been, you know, really receptive. And you know, when guys want to play for each other, that's where I think, you know, the most success happens. So that's an important component to have.
Do you embrace that? Like, do you hear some of that noise from the outside when guys are saying, you know, the expectations aren't as high? Do you embrace that underdog role?
Yeah, I mean, man, I've been around for too long to be listening to media 24/7.
Yeah.
So for me, I mean, I think I could be maybe a little bit different than most guys, but
Sure.
I don't. I tend to shrug things off pretty easily, and I have I have a focus and kind of my standard that I want to kind of set for myself, and I don't think anyone's gonna really kind of throw me off that track line. So
Yeah.
I don't really. I mean, obviously you hear it in the Canadian market; it's hard not to hear, but
Sure.
I think it's important to just disregard most of it, even if it's good. If it's good or it's bad. I really think you just got to stay focused and worry about what you got to do.
Don't let it affect you
Yeah.
either way.
Yeah.
Makes sense. All right, let's go.
Couple pups.
Thought I saw maybe a little sweater on that dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Oh,
Hi guys. Oh wow, look at that.
Look at this.
Everyone's got the jerseys on.
Well, what
Yeah.
did you know? What
Yeah,
did
I was
you
gonna
know?
say, God, you
How's
got
it going, guys?
God, you got good
Yeah,
taste.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah, well, why not?
You might
That's
have
one of my
to get,
favorite
might
jerseys
have to
there.
get this one signed too.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
thinking here, eh?
We brought you a couple
good.
more.
Holy smokes,
Yeah,
guys.
just-
Ivan, right? Is that
Ivan,
Ivan?
God, can I
Oh,
get a hug?
yeah, of course. How you doing? Nice to meet
good.
you guys.
Yeah, same here.
Big Flames fans.
Who we got here?
Yes.
Yeah.
Daisy.
Daisy.
Yeah,
Look
Daisy.
at that.
That's great stuff, guys. We just wanted to swing by and say thank you for the continued support.
yeah.
Brought you a couple gifts here too.
That's fantastic.
Couple of Cal. I'll give you the bigger one. This is the bigger one there.
That's sweet.
So how long you guys been season ticket members?
Just 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5
now.
years. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get you on the
You
back
guys
there.
But have
too,
been Flames,
absolutely.
Flames fans for a while though too. Is
Yes.
that- yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What a
Yes.
coincidence, I guess, huh?
That's crazy.
You do this on purpose? Yeah. Or are you just trying to impress them?
Oh, we had no idea what was happening.
The boys have been playing well, so hopefully we can give you guys something to cheer about this year.
Yeah, things have been coming together.
Yeah, it'll be
pretty nice,
exciting. It's an exciting time, I think.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a lot of good players. She's gonna get some FaceTime.
Camera. Yeah, exactly.
The people around the neighborhood are gonna know her even better now.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Well, we'll be
These
seeing you on
years,
the
you know?
ice. You'll hear me screaming from the tops.
I would love to. I would love to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
me too.
nice to meet
Yeah.
you.
Okay, it's a pleasure. I'll
Yeah,
give you one
same
more hug.
here.
Okay.